Okay, so I just finished playing part of a game. It's an online game with a bunch of other people. White Out Survivor, yeah. We just finished an event, and I'm still here at my work location. Of course, I'm not at work. I'm, in my car. But I just want to say I hope that you have a great day. What I may end up doing is napping for a little while, and then going out. Oh, it's a mini U-Haul. Sorry. Like recently, it looked like a 10 by 20 U-Haul. This one looks like a 10 by 6 or a 10 by 10 U-Haul. So it's a little bit smaller. So that's why I got a little excited about the fact that it's a mini U-Haul. So yeah. Anyways, I just want to say I hope that you have a great day. If I could, I definitely would give you a hug. And I was thinking, I take it mainly you feel like Spider-Man. A part of you just integrates to who he is. He's actually like, some people have analyzed him, and they're like, we actually think he might be one of the strongest Avengers out there. I mean, because he like pulls his punches, because, he stopped, his nickname is the White Wolf. It's, the soldier, the Winter Soldier. So he stopped his punch, and it's like, oh wow, he's like super strong. He was able to stop that punch. What else? He brought down Ant-Man, but Ant-Man, he did it by just his ingenuity. And then I'm a fan of course, his wit and such. I take another part of you, a very small part of you. It's like Sonic the Hedgehog, where it can go like one location to another and keep track of it all. And be able to multitask very, very easily. And then a part of you is like, smart like Bruce Banner in terms of like, and you're really good at science, so I totally get it. But at the same time, a part of you might feel angry or sad. So from what I've read is that males, like females, we get sad and we get depressed, but males will go ahead and instead of just getting sad, males will become aggressive, which is totally biologically normal. It's perfectly okay. But with that aggression, I'm like, you know what, you could actually like, and I guess it biologically, so like there's, fight, flight, or freeze, and that gives you the ability to fight, especially when it's like, okay, something's sad and bothering me, so I need to go ahead and fight it if possible. Like, not like, oh, I'm gonna hold back tears, but it's like, oh, I need to go ahead and like handle whatever's bothering me. So if I need like fight a bunch of soldiers, I will do that basically. So I was thinking about that, and then I was wondering, especially if you do feel like aggressive and like fighting, if I know I've read of stories where basically teenage guys, they'll go ahead and they'll go through a breakup, and what they'll end up doing is that they'll go to the gym and they'll become like super buff. So I was wondering, so that's just an idea, just to let out some pent-up aggression. And it's a very, very healthy way. It's a very, very safe way. It's a very safe way of handling any aggression or sadness without hurting anyone else. I think it's a very healthy way. So basically like working out or like joining a gym, and it could be like CrossFit, or it could be boxing gym or something similar to that. And again, I think it's a great, safe way of handling a person's aggression. Similar to like, in my case, I can be very controlling and bossy. And I realized that the best way for me to handle it at that time is basically to go ahead and like be put into authority or a leadership position. And by being put into that position, like I learned to control it but I also learned, like, these are times that it's okay for me to be bossy and for me to be controlling. And these are the times in which it's not okay. So it was a very healthy way of being bossy and controlling because it was in my position. It wasn't like I'm being bossy and controlling toward random strangers. And it's knowing boundaries. What is that noise? Oh, okay. It's a truck driving. And basically he has 2 large pallets that are saran wrapped, it looked like. And so as he's driving down the road, the wind is passing by that saran wrap, and that's what's causing that noise. So, but yeah, so I realized that is a very healthy way of me knowing what's a good boundary and what's not a good time to, like, tell people what to do or not to do. What's a good time for me to act on myself. Okay, like, I need to do something myself, and other people need to go ahead and do stuff. So, yeah, overall, like, I think in your case, and I say that because, like, there's times in which he can be very aggressive, which is okay. Like, you are a male. I want you to be that. I'm not saying, like, punch a hole through a wall, but I'm saying, like, please don't do that. But I'm saying, like, it's okay, and I fully accept that you're, like, a male and that occasionally you will be aggressive and you'll have that testosterone pumping through you, but, like, handling it in a healthy manner is more so important. Yeah, I thought of that whenever I saw the Hulk. I was like, hey, you know what? You can go out and, like, lift weights and work out like crazy. And, you know, be like, okay, this is my limit. Go ahead and work out. Okay, I can add more weights, work out some more. If you feel like working out for like 2-3 hours, go for it. I think it'll, like, especially if you're feeling angry or aggressive or, like, upset, it's a very, very healthy way. And it just lets off steam. And it's a way of you, like, letting out your aggression in a very healthy, controlled manner. So, and then also I think it sets a good example for, like, other men and other guys. And also because I know, like, I understand you didn't have the best home life. And I read a story where I think I've read stories. I feel like I've read stories. By the way, my phone is about to die, so if it cuts off, that's why. Is basically where a guy will go ahead and he'll work out, or, like, he'll be, like, super aggressive and want to fight. And so a guy over at a gym, he, like, took him under his wing. He's like, oh, you can fight? You want to fight? All right, let's go to the gym. And he basically was able to, like, pound or, like, fight he learned how to fight, basically, and let out his aggression in a healthy, controlled manner. So, yeah, overall, I think it's a very, like, good way. And it teaches you self-control. Like, hey, we can go ahead and fight and be aggressive in this gym, but then, you know, let out some steam for, like, you know, it could be 10 minutes, it could be like an hour or 2 hours. And then after those hour or 2 hours, all right, I'm done. I feel better now. And then after that, it's like, all right, I can go home and be okay. So, yeah, I think overall, like, especially if you feel like turning into the Hulk. So, yeah. And I think it sets a very good example to kids. Just letting them know, hey, if you have a bad day or something, just go work out. Become super buff. I laugh because I still remember I was working at the national park, and this guy's like, I was like, how often do you work out? He's like, whenever I feel stressed. And I noticed, like, he's super buff. Like, he really is. I was like, okay, so you work out all the time, like, basically. So, yeah, I thought it was hilarious. So, yeah. Anyways. Sorry, situation at work, and happened last night. Yeah, he's the guy who is, like, upset about it. He's like, I'm going to talk to your manager. I was like, please do, because I don't have the authority to be like, Yeah, we're not, like, I don't have the authority, I don't have the permission to be like, yeah, I can do this. Like, I'm not allowed to do that at all. So I'm just like, no, bro, I can't. Like, I told them, you are more than welcome to, like, talk to the manager. Please talk to him. And then hopefully the manager will change his mind about this scenario, because it's perfectly okay. It's not illegal. It's just that I don't have permission to do what he wants me to do. So, yeah. Anyways, I will, ooh, itchy. Yeah. Okay. I will talk to you later. I hope that you have a great day. I'll do another video. I may take a small nap here. It's starting to get a little humid though. So I may either try and take a small nap here, or I may, like, do it whenever I get back to the house. Like, I may go straight back to the house, and as I'm driving back to the house, I'll do a video. So, yeah. Well, thank you. Have a great day. Let me know if there's anything else you want to talk about, and I'll respond. We'll say by 4. Yeah. Talk to you later. Bye.